Hello again. I'll just do a part 3 of the paint support feature. Just wanted to show you a little bit because you have a button here called gap fill, and this will basically try to detect gaps, or as you can tell from the icon, probably triangles, and it will usually do this by trying to find something that corresponds with those values, but that's not what I primarily was going to show you. I sort of affected or made my paint process a little bit faster. So I use sphere and I put it on max, and right click is block everything. So I start with that as a point. I just go in and I paint the whole model as a block with the sphere tool. Especially on models where you have threads, it is a quick way to do it. See? So now I have effectively blocked all supports inside the threads. I'm just gonna paint the whole model with block thread support. See? Because I'm using this sphere tool, it will all sort of do every crevices and stuff like that as well. Here. The reason I'm doing this is because it's so much easier afterwards to just paint where you want the supports, and everything else will have basically block support on them. So if you at any point want to flip it or whatever, then you don't have to worry about painting blocks of support. And the green you can see here is actually the surface that is basically touching the build plate. I think we are getting close to the final. Okay, so there I have painted the whole thing with block support. For me that is ideal because I don't end up with like random supports coming here or here, since I know it can print properly. So after I'm done with that, I click to the fill tool and overhang support, or I can just use the sphere tool still, and I can just leave the pen size up, it's not a problem, and then I just reduce and I increase the support until I reach the desired height. I want it to support up to there. I'm looking at the bottom part here now. Okay, so I'll reduce the size of my sphere so I'm not accidentally drawing anything else. So now I have it set to overhangs, and the sphere is roughly the size of my object here, and I think I'll reduce the overhang a little bit because I don't want to reach the top there. You see, how far can I go? I think there should be fine actually. There, I think that's fine. I'm pretty sure it's able to print that. Okay, so now I have selected the areas here, so I'll just start painting, and I have it selected on overhang, so it doesn't matter if I paint the other pink parts. Now I'm left clicking now to paint the actual supports. It's only the areas that is marked as overhangs now that I'm painting. And since I'm using the sphere tool, it will not be just a small dot, it will sort of be three-dimensional marking of the round edge. There. because I have sort of blocked support elsewhere, basically it's only what I'm painting now that will receive the supports. Okay. Advantage of this is if I use pet G as a support interface here, then I get really smooth edges, even though the overhangs are kind of drastic, because I will put a zero distance of C distance, so it will basically squash it flat on every layer, and it will be pretty much perfect. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. And before you close the drawing tool, you'll just drag down the overhang, and then you can see everything in green is perfectly painted for supports. I see there is a bit here. I'll see if I can paint that. It's like small edges. Just go around, make sure there is no gaps. Now I'm not painting overhang, so you have to be careful on where you're placing it, and I'm just painting exactly on the border to the build plate to make sure that the build plate is getting proper coverage of supports. And there you have it. Perfect supports. And again, for me, that works well by just blocking everything. Now I don't have to try and fuzzle with the threads and everything, and it will be printed facing downwards. So yeah, I hope that is a helpful video for you, and I think that will conclude my support paint videos. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Oh, like and subscribe if you like my videos. Halfway there to monetization!